Ladies and gentlemen, children of the interwebs, Sebastian Envy, the strong style nerd. It's a bit of a different shirt, so we gotta go this way. Strong style cinephile, and I am coming to you from my home base, out in front of, well, I guess not behind the safety of my teleprompter that I like to use for my videos, to kind of keep my thoughts concise and not rambling and stuttering and all that kind of stuff. But man, I was just sitting on the couch playing the Division 2. I red boxed it for a couple days just to see if I wanted to buy it. And then I was just checking range board, because when I say in my videos that I'm perusing some message boards that I frequent, one of them is Ranger Board. It's a Power Ranger centric message board that I joined back in 2004. But they have a whole wide range of topics that encompass all walks of life, all sorts of geeky things. One of them being the Arrowverse, of course. And somebody posted something about it being rumored and then confirmed that Emily Bett Rickards, is that how you say it, is leaving. Felicity Smoke is leaving Arrow. But of course you say, well, of course she's leaving Arrow. Arrow's ending after 10 episodes in season 8. No, she's leaving Arrow ahead of season 8. By the end of season 7, Felicity Smoke is going to be off the show. And that's kind of bombshell kind of stuff. I mean, that's Schwartz, Greg Berlanti, they put out a statement and said they were heartbroken at her decision to leave. So I think that her decision caught them off guard too, and it's like raises some questions as to why. Because I mean, they've got a handful of shows left for this season. They only had 10 for the next season. Why did she want to leave? Maybe she has another pilot, or maybe a couple pilots, maybe some scripts she just wants to get in hand to set herself up for the next gig. She could just be burned out. I mean, they've been going strong for 7 years. I mean, she's somebody that does cons and other, PR, stuff like that. She's been a monster with that for the show, so maybe she's just tired. I don't know if maybe some of the backlash Felicity's gotten over the years maybe finally got to her. She said, F this, the show's about to go, so I'm going to go ahead of time. Because, I mean, and Felicity's seen a lot of it, and I think a lot of people are doing cartwheels and somersaults reading that because they wanted her to be gone a number of years ago. Me, I was cool with her when she came on the show, and she was like the cheeky, awkward IT girl that would throw out little innuendos and make any situation awkward and funny and stuff like that. And unless I'm misremembering, she was only supposed to be in a handful of episodes, but maybe the producers didn't count on just her and Stephen Amell, or rightly or wrongly, whether people like it or not, had great chemistry on screen. So they brought her in, they made her part of the team, then they started kind of making her the focus of some storylines and stuff like that, and I was fine with that. The only knocks I would have with Felicity is there's been some instances where they've tried to make her the focus of everything, and it came through as Felicity trying to make herself the focus of everything, and made her seem very self-centered and just self-centered, I guess that's the best word, and just brought some negativity to some of these situations, like in the season with the crossover that was setting up Legends of Tomorrow, Vandal Savage and the Hawks and all them come in, and the episode where Vandal kills everybody and Barry goes back in time. One of the things that was preceding that was Oliver finding out that he has a son, and the mother demanding that, she was going to let Oliver see William, but couldn't tell anybody about it or whatever, and then Felicity finds out, and she's all, PO'd and makes it just about her. They argue about it, and I think she totally could have handled that differently and not, gone in on Oliver when he did, considering the circumstances of what else was going on. And he was distracted by that. Vandal Savage ends up killing them. Barry goes back in time, of course, undoes it, but her selfishness, her need to make everything about her, literally ended the world in a different timeline. So it was just stuff like that just brought her down, and it'll be interesting to see the circumstances of her leaving, because we saw in the flashback of the flash forward that Oliver was present for the birth of Mia, but of course he's not around after that. So does that mean he was there for that? She goes into hiding, and then he ends up dying in the crisis, which is like the prevailing thought that everybody has, that Oliver's going to die in the crisis. Which, watch, he's not, because all of us think that he will. But it just makes it more interesting as far as like what's the status quo going to be by the end of season 7 for season 8, and is anybody else going to leave? Because it's ending, so it's like people, like I said, with with Emily. Maybe other people, whether she, like I said, she just made straight be burned out, but she might be trying to get ahead of some other gigs, some other roles and stuff that she may know are coming down the pike, or some other pilots that are coming down the pike. She might have caught wind of them and wants to get in on them, so other people might, do the same. For me, I'm fine with it because, number one, I think Arrow should have ended already. I'm glad it's ending, just from a creative standpoint. You don't want to sit there and go out there like Supernatural, which is finally ending after 15 years, and you jump every shark in the aquarium twice. That's why I haven't watched that show in a number of years, just because I got bored by it. You want to end on your terms and in a good place. So I'm fine with that. I'm also fine with the idea of people leaving. Curtis already left. We got, Felicity leaving. Who else is going to leave? Let's thin the herd. That's why I'm fine with, on The Flash, Carlos Valdez is leaving. There were some rumors of Daniel Panabaker, Caitlin Snow leaving. There was it's probably more clickbaity than anything, of Tom Cavanaugh leaving, which it may not be because he's been there for so long. He's done so much. He's been grinding on that show, playing dual characters and all that kind of stuff. I would say, thin the herd, change things up. These shows have become, they're awesome, but they become formulaic and stale, and they need to not be afraid to change things up, especially for The Flash, because it's going to keep going. Arrow could have, continued treading water the way it is with the cast as bloated that it is, and because it's only got a handful of episodes and then it's done. But the fact that things are changing, it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. And yeah, like I said, Schwartz and Berlanti, they were caught off guard. They were heartbroken by it. So obviously this wasn't something that was talked about by too many people. So man, yeah, it's interesting. It just makes me a lot more eager to pay attention to upcoming episodes of Arrow to see how things end up and what they do, and how, what scripts had to be retooled to accommodate this departure. It'd be interesting. It's just, wow. So yeah, I just wanted to jump on here and chat a little bit about that with you guys. Some of my thoughts on it. More importantly, what do you guys think about Felicity? Did you like her as a character the whole time? Did you maybe sour on her, as a lot of people did, as years and seasons went on? Are you glad she's leaving? Happy she's leaving? What do you guys think? So yeah, leave a comment below. I'm gonna go back on the Division for a little bit after I get this video up. And yeah, follow me on social media. That stuff's right there. And let's converse here, there, everywhere, man. Let's geek.